Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how to forge a seahorse knife out of a masonry nail, and we're going to use this clay to practice. So step one, what I'm going to do is forge down. There's a little ridge around the end on the masonry nail, so I want to forge that back into the body of the nail, and it gives me a little bit of extra steel. Step two, I'm going to forge my corners down. I bring it to the edge of the anvil, tap it in, and just make sure that that is a curve. And what that does is it keeps me from getting a cold shut later. I'm going to forge it down just a little bit. Generally with the masonry nails, I try to bring it to about half of the vertical width that they started at. Once I do that, I bring it to either the corner of my rounded anvil or the horn of the anvil, and I give it a sharp tap. And what I'm doing there is setting up the isolation of that material, making the little neck. And then I'll kind of forge that back to even. Once I get the little neck forged in, I'll refine the tip further. And then from there, I use the rounded die and start pulling out the bevel and pulling out the shape that's going to be. Once I get the bevel pulled out, I go back along the spine. I work both sides so I get even compression. I come back, I'll planish the edge down, planish in that shape a little more into what's going to be closer to the final shape. These get some refining on the grinder. I'm sure I could forge them to shape with a smaller hammer, but that'll be the shape that gets forged in. From there, I clamp them in the vise. Once they're clamped in the vise, I take a pair of pliers or tongs or a wrench, and I put in the little twist. So they get a twist in the body, just a little decorative twist, makes them look more seahorsey. From there, I take the tail portion and forge it down. Once it's forged down enough, I bring it to the edge of the anvil and I start my curl. I'll tap it along that edge of the anvil and see it'll start to fold over. Once it starts to fold over, I turn it back into me and I just use that edge of the hammer and guide that curl in how I want it to be. I do any straightening, I make sure that my bevel looks like I want it to look, I make sure that my neck portion looks like I want it to look, and that's the finished product, those cool little seahorse knives. The masonry nails are a hardenable steel, so you've got a functional knife, and they're really enjoyable to make. I've had a lot of fun with them. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave me a comment, ask any questions you might have. If you like my Y'all Holla Forge shirt, you can find those on my website, and I also have hoodies available. But otherwise, just thank you for being a part of my community here, and thank you for supporting me and for watching my videos and for asking questions and just being awesome. I really appreciate you guys a lot.